Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. Got a new reverb, back playing with my toys, the algorithmic reverb Crystalline from Baby Audio. Let's dig into it. Algorithmic reverbs use computational processes in your DAW to recreate the effects of echo and diffuse reverb, as well as creating all kinds of power in terms of manipulating those sounds. And this is what I love about Baby Audio's Crystalline, because not only does it have beautiful spaces, possibilities, but it includes controls for, here, let's take a look at it. Reflections here, we have the size, and it's super easy to control. The amount of sparkle, which is, highs, of course, and then the width control, which is surprisingly effective. Depth, shimmer, and modulation are also beautiful and can add a lot of animation. But here are the 2 or 3 things that I really love. First of all, there's damping and gating to clean things up, and it really makes a huge difference. I've been playing around with it. You can sync the start time, the pre-delay, to whatever you'd like it can be set to your DAW's clock, your tempo. Here I'm syncing it to the clock before, and now I click it again and I get milliseconds back to an eighth note pre-delay. Now that's awesome, no math required. And then ending it, the same deal. I don't want this reverb to last very long, so we're syncing it so that it only lasts like a couple of beats after we're done, and then it goes away. We have all kinds of options for that as well. Here it's set pretty long, but it doesn't have to be. It can be set to a half note or any number of sixteenths, etc. The ducker is fantastic. It pulls out the reverb while there's an active signal, and then when you release the signal, the reverb kind of represents itself. Well, you know what we ought to try? Let's listen to some things. So this is the reverb on my piano, and let's just play something. You can hear the modulation, right? It's kind of giving it a little chorus effect. And there are hundreds, 300 presets, factory presets and artist presets from some amazing producers. I'm super happy with the way all of this sounds. Listen, we're going to come back and look at some things, but I want to just step through how we might use this in other instances. For instance, what about guitar? Well, here's let's see if this will play. So the ducker is keeping it clean, and then the reverb comes in. This is a great guitar room effect. We've set the width narrow. Let's make it wider. You'll hear a huge change. Hear it bloom out. And then come in again. Tons of great guitar presets. Yeah. One of the enormous tests for a reverb is how does it handle drums, especially snare sounds. So here's a snare. I'm going to mute it and back in again. Beautifully natural, completely wet. It's fairly strongly gated. By the way, if I'd like, I can click here, wet lock, off and on. So let's hear just the reverb. set the wet lock, and as I proceed through my presets, it stays completely wet. Super handy, right? Really liking that effect. Okay, say goodbye to you. So I also, because I'm an ambient composer, wondered about the effects of some of the biggest reverbs, right? So that's with the resolution set fairly low. So I'm going to take it up from basic to high, and then up again from there to pristine, same thing. Listen to that tail. And my CPU hasn't taken a huge hit. Let's increase the width. Now, just out of curiosity, let's crank the ducker up so we'll hear the dry flutes, and then when I release or when I back them off, we'll get more reverb. Here we go. It's great for complicated harmonies. Well, the ducker and the tempo syncing of pre-delay and release times is enough for me to think that this is a no-brainer. Right now, this little thing is on sale at, I think, about $50, and I think there may be a 10% discount if you subscribe, although I wasn't able to take advantage of it. I don't know, I came in a little bit too late. So let's talk a little bit more about how the ducker can work for us. I mean, let's just play a little beat here. And I've got a clavinet sound. When I play, you don't hear that wacky reverb. But as soon as I let go, it comes back in. All right, a little beat. Here you can see my setup here. The reverb coming in is so great as I sustain chords or as I let go. Isn't that cool? Be great for electric guitar. One more time. To my mind, a terrific reverb. Gee, I mean, I'm not even going to really dig into showing how to use the cleanup and shape tools, but you're able to get a whole bunch of different kinds of colors, and there are some radical things. I mean, let's see. Just looking at the factory presets, they've given us some really strong fundamentals, but also some strange things as well. For instance, it's possible to set up a freeze, and that will just sit there. I could sample it. It's a great transition idea. And then I unclick freeze, and away it goes. Good, strong reverses. I mean, maybe this would be better with damping. Yeah, that'd be much better with damping. Okay, here's a major 9 chord. Yeah, I want to sample that and put it in a sampler. Really clean tails. Now that's with a very high resolution, of course. But I'm running 5 instances of it here, and I have a fairly strong computer, but my computer's not taking a big hit. Well, from Baby Audio, Crystalline, I don't know. I've got a couple of other algorithmic reverbs that I use a lot. I like Valhalla's vintage verb very much, and the Isotope Neo reverb, which allows you to mix several spaces. But here's what I think is the selling point for me on Crystalline, especially for people who do beat-based music. The ability to tempo sync pre-delay, and then the way the reverb closes out, it won't last a certain time. Like one thing we tend to do with our reverbs is try to set the the space size, the decay time, so that it doesn't like go over a measure or so, just so that chords stay clean and stuff. You can get very clean results using the built-in, it's not really gating, but sort of the built-in tempo sync decay time here. I hope I've explained that well enough. Well, there you go. I like this reverb. Like and subscribe. Hey, I'll be doing a little bit more of my series for the sound inside the play that I'm working on, but I'm just going to keep on. So let me know, like, what's up for you guys? What things are you working on right now? I'm getting some great questions from you, and that helps me a lot because I like to do something every day. So like and subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I do my next video. I'll see you next time.